Hello people, welcome back to my page Life with Arike. So today's recipe we're gonna be making some salmon fish dinner together with some mashed potato and some vegetable. This dinner is a very delicious one, very healthy, and it's just so good. And if we are looking for a very light food to eat for dinner, just go for this recipe. So I'm going to be making some salmon fish, some mashed potato, and some sauce with some vegetables. So first of all, I have my salmon fish, which I'm going to be using today, that I get from the store. So right now I'm going to go ahead and clean all my salmon fish because I'm going to remove the scales because this one still has some scales in there on the skin, so I have to remove all the scales. So this is all the spices and all the seasoning that I'm going to be using. If I had to add anything later, I'm going to be showing everything with you, and I'm going to be using some vegetables, olive oil, butter, salt, chili powder, onion herbs, garlic and parsley powder, extra parsley flakes, black pepper, fish, and meat sauce. And like I said, whatever I'm going to be adding to this recipe later, I'm going to be showing you as this video continue. So we're going to get it started and we're going to dive into this recipe. So first of all, I have to clean my fish. I have to remove all the scales and make everything nice and clean. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So after that, I'm just going to give my fish a nice rinse. I'm going to rinse the fish with some clean water. Then I'll get a kitchen napkin, the paper towel, to dry the excess oil from the fish. So then next, I'm going to slice my fish into a chunks. Feel free to slice your fish into any shape or sizes you want. But this is how I want my to look like because of my little kids. So, and I slice into a little cube. And after that, I have some chopped bell peppers. I have some chopped onion, and I also have some chopped tomato with some chili powder flakes. So I'm going to go ahead with my fish. I had 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of honey herbs. I have about 1 tablespoon of garlic and parsley powder. I had 1 teaspoon of black peppers. Then after that, I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of Goya seasoning powder. Then I'm going to add some extra parsley flakes into the salmon fish. Then after that, I had this fish and meat sauce from the store. I never used it before. I just want to give it a try, so I don't want to add that much. I had about 1 teaspoon. Then I had some extra virgin olive oil. Then I'm going to be using some honey mustard. This is optional, you don't have to. So I had my honey mustard into the fish. Then I'm going to mix everything together, well combined. Then I'm going to let it sit for about 10 to 20 minutes, depends on how you want it. So before I forget, I also had some smoked paprika, about 1 tablespoon. Then I had some extra onion powder to this recipe. Then I'm going to mix everything together, like I said, and let it sit for about 10 to 20 minutes. So these are the all the ingredients or the spices or the seasoning, whatever you want to call it, that I use for the salmon. So I have the honey herbs, black pepper, garlic and parsley powder, onion powder, chili flakes powder, smoked paprika, parsley flakes powder, meat and fish sauce, honey mustard, some salt. Then after that, I had some butter, which I'm going to be using for the sauce, some vegetables, the bell peppers, tomato, chili flakes powder, onion. Those are for the sauce for later. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my salmon fish. I'm going to be frying the salmon fish. So I had some butter into my pot. Please don't be like me. I was carried away with a phone call and I burned my butter. That's why it's turning like a dark color. But trust me, it still worked out for me. So I'm going to be frying my fish about 5 minutes on each side, like golden brown. If you don't like the skin, you can take it off. If you want it, you can leave it. But for me, I always like the skin. So it depends on your choices. So you can see my fish are well fried, nice and crispy at the back, and so delicious. So, and that is how it is. So I'm going to be using the same pot that I use for the fish. So I get my um kitchen paper towel to pick up those black stuff from the fish, like the burning stuff, because I don't want it to mess up my sauce. So I have some extra oil. I had my chopped onion into the pot. Then I'm going to fry it with some tomato paste, about 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I'm going to give it a stir. I'm going to fry for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to use this opportunity to say, if you are watching me for the first time, please welcome to my page, and please don't forget to like, comment, and if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you. So I went ahead, had my chopped bell peppers, I had my chopped onions, and I'm going to add my chopped tomato. I'm going to mix everything together. Then I'm going to start adding my spices and my seasoning. I have some chili flakes for the a little bit spiciness. If you don't want it spicy, you can skip that part. Then I had salt to taste, about 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna go ahead, add some smoked paprika, about 1 teaspoon. Goya seasoning powder, the same seasoning that we use, chili flakes powder that we use earlier, garlic and parsley flakes. I'm going to have some black peppers, and I'm going to mix everything together. Then after that, I had a little bit of water because that is too thick. So I had some water. Then I'm just going to put it to a boil. I keep it covered and let it do the work by itself. So I'm going to be using this product. Actually, I want to use some gravy, but I'm running out of gravy. So I found this in my pantry, and it's called Viennese sauce mix. So I had it into a little bowl. I had some water and mixed everything together. Then I add everything to my sauce. So I mix everything together. This sauce is a little bit like sour. So because it's a little bit sour, like I say, I really want to use some gravy, but I'm running out. So I had some organic raw honey, about 1 tablespoon of honey, to give a little bit sweetness to this sauce. So, and it's really works so good. It tastes so good with the honey and with the sauce mix. Everything went so perfect. And this is how it should look like. If you want it a little bit lighter, you can add a little bit water. But for me, I think this is good. So that one is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and make my mashed potato. I'm going to be using a dal mashed potato mix. So, and I'm going to be using some butter, some garlic and parsley flakes powder. I'm going to be using some milk. You can use carnation. You can use half and half, or you can use like a whipped cream. Depends on what you choose to use. So I had some water into my pot. Then I had my milk, about 1 cup of milk and about 1 cup of water. Everything together. Then after that, I had my garlic and parsley powder, a little bit of salt, about half teaspoons of salt or a pinch of salt. I had my Irish butter into the into my boiling water. Then next, I'm gonna be adding my black peppers, about 1 teaspoon of black peppers. Then I'm gonna mix everything together with my whiskey. Then after that, I'm going to be adding my potato packs. For this, I'm going to be using 1.5 pack of the mashed potato powder mix. I mix everything together. Then I'm just going to let it do the job by itself. And I'll keep stirring the mashed potato, because if you leave it too long on the stove, it can burn. But at the same time, we want our mashed potato to be well cooked. And then if you think you really want it a little bit lighter, you can add water. If you want it thicker, I think this is a perfect consistency that I want. So that is it. I had extra butter on my mashed potato when I put them in the bowl, and that is the fish, the salmon fish. And I also mix some vegetables, the carrot, the peas, and the uh the carrot, yeah, for the vegetable to go along with it. And that is the final look for the whole recipe for the dinner. So you can see everything look good. That is the sauce in the little container. Actually, I should have just recalled the food while I served the dinner, but it's one of those busy days. So I just do like a quick videos of everything, all the food. But I think they look good, they look nice and presentable. Let me know if you're gonna give it a try, and let me know if you really love it. Gives your girls a thumbs up, comment, and leave your feedback. And stay tuned for my next video. Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye.